Alright, so we set up the game again. That was just a small mistake. So to reiterate, this will be a best of 7. First win goes to Scrub as there is no bracket reset. We tried a different format for this finals. So straight up the winner of that best of 7 will get $2,000, which is 50% of the 4K prize pool. It's going to be Scrubkilla against Fairy Peak once again. Scrub starts with 1 win because he came from the winner's bracket. So this is going to be a very exciting match for these players. Fairy, can he come back? He lost the first best of 3 against Scrub. Scrub clean swept his way through the winner's bracket, won every single one of his matchups by a clean sweep. So let's see if now Fairy Peak can break that and come back from the last losses he had. He's just beaten Jesse into the lower bracket, and now a good start from Fairy Peak with a possession, but it's going to be saved by Scrubkilla. Fairy with a possession. That is a lot of games in a row for Fairy Peak. Scrub just had a break, and let's see if Fairy being hot right now will change anything, or if Scrub is ready after having waited patiently between Jesse and Fairy Peak. Now, no goal in the first 30 seconds, which is quite slow compared to the usual 1v1 we had today. Now, Scrub pushing that into his own corner. Fairy trying to keep possession. The pass to himself, it's going to be a bit too wide. Scrub with a clear. Ball overing center. Scrub with the shot, but Fairy can get up in time, pushes that into his own corner. Scrub grabbing the boost though. Taking his time, trying to get the flick over Fairy, but it's going to be blocked as the ball does not go too high. Fairy with the control, tries to go for the demo against Scrub, is able to on his way back though. Can he get the shot out of that? Tries to go against for the aggressive play against Scrub, but he's going to miss it. Fairy in the middle with a lot of boost. Scrub with only 32. Let's see what he chooses to do. He takes his time. Fairy jumps on it, tries to get a challenge, and a beautiful shot from Scrub there. After winning the challenge, smart plays by Scrub, taking his time, forcing Fairy to do something he doesn't want, and that was just well played by the youngster. He took his time and made sure that his banger was going in after 1:26 of play, and Scrub is in the lead, trying to get a second point into that best of 7. Good save by Scrub, already getting the savior medal. Small note here, every single game of Fairy Peak and Scrub, Fairy had more shots, but Scrub won them all. Beautiful control here by Scrub, getting a 2-goal lead where he is comfortable. Fairy probably misreading the ball on the wall, and Scrub is able to punish that beautiful angle there coming from the corner. And he now has a 2-goal lead with 3:19 to go. Let's see if the Batmobile player can come back. Fairy winning the kickoff with now the control and a lot of boost. He's going to go with the power shot. Can Scrub come back? He's not able to. He opted to go for the full boost, and in doing so, left the net wide open for Fairy, who can get a decent shot. 105, good banger, straight center, and it's now a 1-goal game. Both of these players extremely skilled into 1v1. Probably arguably the 2 best in the world right now. Fairy going for the shot. It's going to be a bit too wide. Easy clear by Scrub. Fairy just trying to touch that. Make sure that Scrub does not have the easy shot. Scrub with the control. The flick. Easily saved by Fairy, but he's still in a rough spot. Beautifully done by Fairy, coming off of his own backboard there. Getting the save. Now the control, he has a lot of boost. But Scrub is able to read him correctly. Scrub onto the backboard, will try to do the Doozy Dish, but he's going to be saved by Fairy. Ball hovering over the orange box. Once again, Fairy saves this as Director Mode does not know where to go. Fairy with the control. Tries to get the flick over, but it's going to be saved by Scrub into his own corner. Now Fairy boost starving Scrub. Scrub gets the shot though, but he doesn't have boost. He cannot get that shot in. The battle between those two into orange box. Fairy with a beautiful touch here will beat Scrub, and it's now a silver goal game. 2:11 to go. Fairy needs to get some early wins. As I said earlier, that best of 7 started with 1 point to Scrub because he went from the winners final So this is going to be harder for Fairy Peak. He needs 4 wins. Meanwhile, Scrub only needs 3 more to 11, and it's tied up. 50-50 go in favor of Scrub, who keeps possession after getting a lot of boost here. Fairy getting ready, getting in shadowing position. Try to get the save a bit high. Scrub tries to get the angle, but he's going to get punished. He's not able to get the shot. Fairy no boost though, but he's able to get that easily. Fairy Peak in the lead for the first time of this game. Scrub being punished, they're not able to get the angle that he wanted. And this is just extremely well done by Fairy, who just waited patiently and focused on the counterattack. Now Team Vitality's player is in the lead for the first time with 1:51 to go. Kickoff going to favor of Scrub, but the ball will over center with no clear possession. 50-50 between those two players. Going to go in favor of Scrub, but it's going to hit the crossbar. Can he get the rebound? He gets a shot a bit too wide. Now Fairy with a counterattack. And the open net. Once again, Scrub getting punished. Not able to get the shot. And Fairy is left with an easy open net. This must be so sad for Scrubkilla right now. The accuracy that he's known for just not showing up on that last shot. And now a 2-goal lead with 1:35 to go. This looks great for Fairy Peak. Strong kickoff won by Scrub. Can he get the angle? Again, once again, just a bit too wide to the left side of the net. Now Scrub taking this time with a lot of boost. He's going to go for the banger, and this time it's going to be enough. It's going straight under the crossbar. Well played. And he tries to redeem himself for his failed shot. Fairy trying to get quickly on that challenge. But sadly for him, 1 second is too long in Rocket League. That was well played by Scrubkilla, trying to come back to a tied up game. Now Fairy winning the kickoff, trying to make this play go into his favor. Got the flick. It's going to be blocked by Scrub. Now Scrub with a counter attack. He's going to go for a straight shot, lower right corner. Well done, showing us that even though he missed a couple shots, he's still a great shooter. Going bottom right with a 110, this is impossible for Fairy to do anything. And it's 109 to go. Tied up game between those two top 1v1 player. Just a quick reminder, the prize pool is 4K. Jesse got $600 going third. The second one will get 1.4K and the winner gets 2. Now Fairy with the control there. Will try to get the flick over Scrub, but it's going to be saved by Scrubkilla. Fairy with the flick, but it's going to be a bit too wide. Once again, Fairy going with the boost starving tactic, taking his time. Will try to beat Scrub with his speed with the beautiful flick from the Batmobile, showing us why this long car is so good at ball control. That was well done. Fairy Peak knows his car probably better than anyone here, and he takes the lead once again with 40 seconds to go. Will this be the first win of Fairy Peak against Scrubkilla in today's tournament? Ball overing into Fairy Peak's corner. Scrub taking his time. Fairy is low on boost, but will be able to make this save. Scrub once again having the boost advantage, but the 50-50 goes into favor of Fairy. Fairy with the banger, half volley, but he's going to be saved by Scrub over his own net. Fairy trying to keep possession, only 15 seconds to go. He's trying to keep possession to make sure that Scrub is not able to tie this game and bring it into overtime. 10 to go. He's keeping possession. He's taking his time. He's going to go into his own corner, just making sure that the clock runs down. Smart plays by Fairy Peak. Now Scrub has to go, and that was well done by Fairy. Taking his time here, going into his own corner, not forcing anything risky, and he secures his first win of the day against our winner, Scrubkilla. Once again, Fairy with more shots than Scrub, but this time he's able to win it. Now, I just want to give a quick note that Scrub had one save more, but sadly, it's not enough against the control of Fairy Peak's Batmobile. We have a tight grand finals right now. These two players facing off, not for the first time. Not for the first time ever, and not for the first time in this own tourney. And a quick goal by Fairy here, trying to keep the momentum behind him. He got his first win of the day against Fairy, against Scrubkilla, and He's taking a 1-goal lead, 4:56 to go. This must be great for the morale. Kickoff going to favor of Scrub, keeping possession into his own zone. Taking his time, Fairy shadowing. Beautiful 50-50 from Fairy, great challenge. Now we'll try to get the angle, it's going to be a bit too high. Scrub able to save it. The beautiful shot here, once again saved by Scrub. Another pass to himself there, that's going to be awkward for Scrub. Not a lot of boost. Fairy just pummeling at Scrub's door, but finally able to get one in after multiple shots. Scrub giving it his all, getting a lot of saves here, trying to push Fairy, but it's not enough. And finally, he can get one in, getting 2-goal lead. Trying to get a second point into that best of 7, trying to reach that $2,000 prize for the first place. Now Fairy again 3-0 in the first 37 seconds of this game. That's actually insane. Fairy getting a big lead here. This could dictate the whole pace of the game. Now let's see if he'll switch up his tactics, if he'll try to be more safe, trying to play the clock. With 4:23 though, it's almost impossible. There's so much time left yet. Now the shot to the bottom left corner, and Fairy with a 4th goal, getting into Scrub's head, winning the kickoffs, and getting an insane lead against Scrub, the guy who won everything today. He's being put back in his place by Team Vitality's star. Now Fairy getting again the kickoff, will go for the boost. We'll try to play that quickly, and it's 5-0 in 50 seconds. It's actually insane. 1 goal per 10 seconds for the grand finalists of the Rocket League Championship Series Season 3. That is just insane. It hasn't been seen today. No player got such a strong lead in such a short amount of time today. Fairy showing us that he should not be ignored, even though he lost the first series by a clean sweep. He's now going hard, and it's 6-0 with 4 minutes to go. Now let's see if this will just make Scrub abandon this game and just trying to focus on the next one, or will he try to come back? With 4 minutes to go, it's definitely possible. Fairy had 1 goal every 10 seconds now, and Scrub trying to retaliate, but a beautiful save from Fairy will use the crossbar to his advantage. Now Scrub again with the opportunity there, trying to get up, and he's going to be able to push Fairy, getting the first goal for himself right here. Well done by Scrub, and it's not the first time that he does that. He does the sweet tap there and then goes for the defender. Well done, signature move here for Scrub today. He did that more than once, and it's so difficult when you're a defender to know what's going to happen, because you have to go up if he keeps control. Now Fairy trying to get a kickoff goal, and it's the Brazil, 3:42 to go. This could not be better for Fairy. Starting so quickly, getting to Brazil so early. This must be affecting Scrub, losing the first game and then having this one being 1-7. It's mind-blowing. The game is not done though. Scrub retaliating with a second goal here, making sure that Brazil meme does not stay for too long. And now he has 5 goals to do before getting at least in overtime with 3:38 to go. With how fast the goals have been happening this series, this is definitely doable. Now Fairy into his own corner, trying to get the speed here, and he's able to. Scrub not getting there in time, and he's just not playing like the Scrub we know. Fairy faking, going for the boost, coming back really quickly, gets the power shot into the net, and it's now 8 to another 6-goal lead. If you're Scrub right now, you need to put this game, you don't need to put this game behind you right now. 3:30 to go. It's actually very doable. Scrub with the control. Will try to beat Fairy, but Fairy is able to win the challenge. Now Fairy with only 33 boost. Let's see what he ups to. Well done by Scrub. Good read, good challenge. Tries to get a quick goal, but it's going to be saved by Fairy. No, it's a bit too wide. Good challenge, though, from Fairy reading that perfectly. That was well done, and now a 7-goal lead for the French player. That was well done. Scrub not being able to get the shot on the last one is just a bit too wide, and Fairy is able to read the rebound correctly into that 50-50. Now Scrub onto the left wall, will pass to himself, will get the shot. It's a bit too wide, but Fairy went up. Can he punish? The ball is going to go fast, but Scrub is unable to reach it. He's able to punish that. Again, Scrub missing the net, and it's so rough. Usually, he does not miss those, and 8-goal lead, and not even half the game done. This is incredible. I guess when you're at this point, with half the game going up, and you're losing by 8 goals, you put that game behind yourself. Scrub, he knows he can beat Fairy. He did it twice earlier, and he needs to keep scoring goals like these just to get his morale back up. Now, well played by Scrub here, winning the challenge and then beating Fairy here, who's just going a bit too forward. 7 goal. I mean, 13 goals have been scored before even the half of the match. So having 7 of that for Scrub in 2:30, it's not impossible. Now Fairy controlling that into his own corner. Fairy going with the clear, with the control. He will keep possession here. Challenge from Scrub. Going off the wall. Trying to keep possession. Gotta remind that the clock is in Fairy's favor here. Anything that takes time will favor him, and now he doesn't want to play the clock. He wants to get as big of a lead as he can on that. Well played by Fairy, knowing that Scrub was unable to get the last touch. 2:04 to go in this massive advantage for Fairy Peak, trying to go 2-1 into that best of 7. He wants the big prize. Now Fairy with the control, taking his time. Faking Scrub, trying to get the wraparound, but he's not able to. Now Scrub retaliating, will get his 4th goal here. He needs 7 more. Scrub is able to win those though. He got the clean sweep earlier. He has beaten every single opponent he has been facing today. He won them all in clean sweeps though. Maybe the fact that he lost the 3rd game played with his mind. He's now not so sure of himself, and Fairy capitalizing on that. Now Scrub taking his time getting the tap here. Bit of a fight into orange corner. Scrub trying to set himself up, but the challenge will be won by Fairy. Gonna go for the shot, actually to set up to himself, and open net. Scrub is just nowhere to be found. Wow, that was well played. I don't know where Scrub was, but 1:27 to go with an 8-goal lead. Fairy must be feeling awesome right now. Ball going in favor of Fairy once again, winning the kickoff. At this point, he simply wants to get as many as he can, trying to get into Scrub's head. Beautiful shot here, using a Batmobile to its fullest extent, setting himself up, tilting his car, and getting a sweet shot. Just a bit too high, and Scrub is not able to get the save. 13 goals for Fairy Peak, the highest amount we've seen today. Some games don't even have that many goals in the whole game. Now Scrub into his own corner. Waiting, playing this slowly. Every second that pass is gonna make this harder for Scrub. The beautiful flip reset is trying to get over Fairy, and even though he got a flip reset, it wasn't enough. Fairy able to read that correctly. And can he punish? He's gonna get the shot, but it's gonna be too weak. Now Scrub passing to himself. Can he get in time? No, it's gonna be blocked by Fairy. Ball still overing center. Boost spawning perfectly for Fairy. Will try to get the control here, but not able to. Now the quick turnaround will punish Scrub's positioning on that. Scrub probably trying to get the full boost that wasn't there. And Fairy is able to punish that quickly. Scrub probably did not expect him to get the quick turnaround. 14 for 10 goals lead. This must be great for the confidence of Fairy Peak, losing the first best of 3, but now he absolutely does not care. That wasn't a pass, and this game is 15-4. This series will go 2-1. Now, a quick reminder, there's no bracket reset. There's only one best of 7. Now, Scrub needs to focus on what Fairy did this game to beat him by such an incredible amount of goals. A quick note here is how many kickoffs Fairy Peak won and how many of them he actually converts into goals, because we saw it earlier. Ixo winning a lot of kickoffs but not able to get goals against Scrub with them. The difference here being Fairy Peak punishes those. Scrub winning 1 will get the angle on that. It's now 16-5. It's going to be sadly impossible unless a miracle happens. Getting 11 goals in 21 seconds looks grim, but that does not matter. The series is not over. It's only going to be 2-1 for Fairy Peak. Scrub needs to get back in his own state of mind. This must be very hard for the head. So many goals getting scored against you. It's difficult to not let that play with your mind. Now he's controlling that, winning the challenge. He will try to get a 6th goal. He's going to be able to pull through 7 seconds to go. Can Scrub at least score a 7th? That way, he knows that the last seconds of this match, it was in his favor. And this could help a lot with his confidence, because right now, it must be shaken. Kickoff going to favor of Scrub, getting the boost. But Fairy will control that. It's going to go to 0 seconds. It's going to touch the ground. 2-1 for Fairy Peak. Beautiful showing here by Fairy Peak. Getting 16 shots. This is 16 goals, 19 shots, which is actually insane. Almost doubling the amount of points of Scrub. That was extremely well played by Team Vitality's player. Probably one of his best game to date. Now let's see if Scrub will let that affect his state of mind, or if he'll be able to come back and maybe get a couple points, because right now the only point that he has into that best of 7 was because he came through the winner's bracket. Scrub with a control into his own corner. Fairy trying to push that to his side. Fairy over his own net. Scrub trying to get the demo but not able to. Gonna set this up for himself. Gonna play wide. Waiting. Fairy shadowing. Both players being extremely patient here. Already a much slower game than last one. Thankfully, fortunately for Scrub right now. Now Fairy looking to get the first goal. Beautiful flick with the Batmobile. The setup to himself. Will get another shot. And well played. Scrub not able to get a save in time. And Fairy once again in the lead. That flick was just enough to set himself up. And rotating himself really quickly will ensure that this converts into a goal. Fairy with the lead. Will the momentum stay in his favor? It's definitely a great start for it. Fairy being full boost. Waiting. Just trying to get Scrub out of his net. And it worked, but sadly for Fairy, this could not convert into a goal. Now both players grabbing a lot of boost. The 50-50 into the corner. It's going to hover for the orange box before going to Fairy Peak. Now Fairy with the shot's going to be blocked by Scrub. He's going to try to get a quick shot, but Fairy is able to rotate in time. We'll get the control here. We'll get a quick shot, and once again saved by Scrub. A lot of back and forth between those two EU pros. 3:40 to go. Such a slow game compared to the last one in terms of goal, but not in terms of shots. Both players going back and forth. A lot of shots, but a lot of saves. Beautiful defensive positioning between those two players, and now Scrub getting second touch, but not the angle. Fairy being patient. Scrub trying to get over the ball over the orange box. Scrub getting the bump will give him all the time he needs to get a first goal for him. Now silver gold territory. This is a much better start for Scrubkilla into this game. 3:16 to go. It's tied up across the board. This can be his time to come back. Now Fairy winning the kickoff once again. Usually he's able to turn that into goals, and once again he does it. Taking his time, making sure this goes in. Well played by Fairy. Scrub, after losing the kickoff, trying to play that quickly, because earlier, every time he lost the kickoff, he tried to go for boost and wasn't able to get the save, so he tried to switch it up. But Fairy does not care. Ball into Blue's corner. Scrub setting this up to the center. Fairy with a power shot straight into the top left corner. Scrub with a slight mistouch here. Probably not expecting this ball to go straight to Fairy's center. That was well played by him. Not hesitating, turning, and getting a shot at. It's just impossible for Scrub to do anything. He gets a 2-goal lead. Now 2 minutes has passed, and even though this is a much calmer game, it's still in favor of Fairy Peak. 50-50 won by Scrub. He's going to be able to get a second goal here, and this is great for the young player. He needs as many as he can. The 50-50 won by Scrub. Usually Fairy winning those challenges last game, that's how he was able to score so many goals. Now we are approaching the half of the game, and Fairy is still in the lead. This looks much better for Scrub than it did last game though. Fairy with the control. Pass to himself. Try to beat Scrub with his speed. Tries to get the demo, but they're gonna get locked together. Scrub trying to beat Fairy. Fairy with more boost than Scrub will try to push that, but it's not gonna work now. Scrub with the shot. Can Fairy come back? It's gonna be impossible. Good challenge. A bit of a fight between those two players there, and it's gonna go into favor of Scrub, who's able to bring that into silver goal. 2:18 to go. Will this go 2-2, or will Fairy Peak bring that tournament into its match point? Scrub with this control into his own corner, takes his time, able to bait out the flick from Fairy Peak, and he now gets the lead. First time since the last 2 games. Good patience from Scrub there, making sure that he waits before Fairy Peak's flick to get the control. 0:05 to go. This looks great for Scrub. Now Fairy once again winning the kickoff, taking his time though, not going for a quick shot. We'll try to win the 50-50, but it's going to go into favor of Scrub. Not a lot of boost though. He's going to go with a powerful flick, but a bit too high. Tries to get the angle, not able to, but Fairy Peak could not get a save either. Now Scrub with a lot of boost, puts that high. Fairy gets a saver medal, but will this be enough? Now the fight, the challenge is going to be won by Scrub, who's able to get a read off of the backboard, and that was extremely well played by Scrub. Beating Fairy here, who had no options other than actually go for this one, because if he waited, that ball was going straight top left corner. He had to challenge. Sally didn't do it quickly enough, and now it's a 2-goal lead for Scrub. Fairy with the control center. He's taking his time, going for the usual flick. Scrub faking, going up like that, but it's not gonna work against Fairy. He doesn't have a lot of boost though. Scrub boost starving him. Will try to get that angle. Fairy knows he has to go up, and he's able to get the touch. Fairy trying to get some pads here. Meanwhile, Scrub has all the boost that he needs, and he's gonna try to set himself up on this one, which will be hard. It's an awkward angle, but instead of going straight for the shot, he goes for the setup, and he's able to beat Fairy Peak. Now he's double the amount of goal of his opponent. Well played by Scrub here, mixing it up, not going for the shot, taking his time to self setup. That was a beautiful play from the number 1 seed. 1 minute to go though. This is definitely doable by Fairy Peak. Last game, in the first minute, he had 6 goals, 1 every 10 seconds. So this is far from being over. Fairy pushing that into his own corner, but Scrub getting the demo. That should be a 7-goal unless Fairy is able to get back in time, but it's not gonna happen. Now 4 goals are needed by Fairy to bring that into overtime. He needs to redo the incredible miracle he did last game and get 1 goal every 10 seconds. Everyone laughs when we say it's not over. But he pulled it off last game. 1 goal every 10 seconds, 6 times in a row. He might be able to do it 4 times now. Rob taking his time. Tries to go slowly, but challenge gonna go into Fairy Peak's favor. The clock is dangerously going down, though the double demo with actually favors Scrubkilla a lot. He has all the time in the world, and the clock is going down. Now that 8th goal should seal the deal. 5 goals into 19 seconds. That's gonna be almost impossible. A huge change of pace from last game. Scrub being dominant in this one and not letting the last game crushing his mind. He cooled down, got back into his own state of mind, and now 40 seconds before he can claim that second point of best of 7. Will he put that in? He will, trying to get into the double digits goal here. 8 seconds to go, and this is just going horribly for Fairy Peak. A quick note about how it usually goes, though. Once the player knows it's going to be impossible, they tend to play riskier because they have to be risky. They have to score quickly, which will put them in awkward positions, and that's why more often than not, when there's a big difference, it always gets bigger. Now Scrub with triple the amount of goals than Fairy. It's going to be 2-2. That was well done by Scrub, not letting anything distract him for the wins. 11 shots by Scrub versus 7 from Fairy Peak. A lot more shots and more than double the amount of points. That was just well played by Scrub. Keeping his time, keeping his head cool. That was just well played. Now heading to that 4th match for the 5th point. Who will pull ahead? Fairy winning that kickoff, but Scrub getting the 100% boost. Scrub pushing that. Fairy just tries to make it awkward, tries to buy time to get the boots, and he's able to. Now the backflip will make that awkward for Scrub to get their shot. Fairy with the open net. Well played by Fairy here with the last touch, making it super awkward for Scrub to do anything. That was well played. Now Fairy in the lead once again. Last game though, he scored a quick goal, and yet Scrub won with more than triple, with exactly triple the amount of goals. So it's definitely not over until it's over. And the 50 here, speaking of which, will go in favor of Scrub tying this game up in the first 30 seconds. So many goals happening, and that's what's up with 1v1s. It's all about speed and challenges. Scrub able to finally get back in his mood, get back at challenges he used to win, and his accuracy up there. Now Fairy gets the save. Beautifully done, the bicycle save there. Scrub taking his time. Will try to beat Fairy. Now Fairy with the half flip there. Beautiful double touch by the Batmobile there, using the length to its potential. Scrub with the clear, a lot of boost. He's gonna try to get control into Fairy's corner. Fairy getting into shadowing position. Scrub not able to get the angle. Fairy wins the race against Scrub for the 100% boost. Now the challenge will be won by Scrub. Scrub again into the corner. Fairy going straight though, not shadowing. Fairy with the clear. The ball is going to go into Scrub's territory. Ball over ring center now. Scrub with a quick shot. It's going to be on target, but it's going to be saved by Fairy. Now the missed touch here. Crucial mistake by Scrubkilla. Fairy takes his time, makes sure he's able to get the second goal here. Fairy Peak just punishing a mistake that Scrubkilla needs to never do again in this tournament. When you do mistakes like that into 1v1, there's no teammate to back you up. There's no teammate to blame. It's all on you. 325. You're going, this looks good for the French player. Fairy into his own corner. Trying to get the flex center. It's going to be blocked by Scrub. Scrub trying to play this fast, but Fairy wins the race for the boost. Ball overing into Fairy's zone. He's going to go for the off-wall clear. Now challenge between both players. Scrub taking his time into the center. We'll try to get that high. It's going to be saved by Fairy. Fairy getting a savior medal here. And sadly enough, it's not going to go into his favor now. Scrub just taking his time, going for boost, putting that high, making sure Fairy has to jump for that in an awkward angle. Simply gets a rebound off of the crossbar and puts that game back into silver gold. Now wins the kickoff and pulls up ahead really quickly here. Scrub where he's comfortable in the lead. Almost half the game has been done, and both players fighting it off, trying to pull ahead. And Scrub managing to do that. Fairy taking his time. We'll try to get that to center, so Scrub cannot get a quick shot. Now Fairy off the wall will get the shot, and there's no way Scrub gets there. Well played by Fairy, taking his time, trying to make sure that he can read the ball properly. And then once he saw he had all the time in the world to get that shot, he just jumped straight to it. Once again, we have a tight game approaching the half time. Scrub pushing that to himself, making sure he has a lot of boost, so he has a lot of options. We'll go for the dribble. We'll try to aim for the Goomba stump once again. He's done that so many times now. Fairy onto Scrub's backboard. We'll try to get the angle. It's going to be easily saved by Scrub. Now Fairy keeping possession here, making sure he gets all the 100 boost. Scrub pushing that into Fairy's corner, but getting bumped. He's not going to be able to do anything with that. Challenge won by Scrub. Can he get the angle for the shot? And he is able to. Fairy Peak misreading that bounce, misreading that save. He's not able to do anything against that. Scrub getting in the air really quickly, gets the sweet angle here. And that was a risky play, because if he missed, that was a straight goal from Fairy Peak. But he did not, and it paid off. It was rewarded. Now Fairy Peak, all the boost in the world, waiting for Scrub to do anything. Scrub once again going for the shot, leaving the ball, and just going straight for the opponent, just getting a bit of a forward momentum to the ball, and then just straight up aiming for the opponent. And he's beaten so many people with that one strategy. Players need to adapt to that, because he's doing it often and it's working almost all of the time. I want to say all of the time, but I'm not sure. Now 50-50 going in favor of Scrub. Ball hovering over the orange box. It's going to be awkward for Fairy. Scrub into orange corner. We'll try to get the angle. It's going to be blocked by Fairy though. Fairy with the control. Not a lot of boost though. Going to be blocked by Scrub. Scrub waiting. It's going to be a challenge between both players, but Scrub gives up the play to get some boost. He had nothing. And in 1v1, if you don't have boost to bag, it's always super risky to fight into the corners. Now Fairy, 12 boost in a dream. He's going to try to get the angle. Able to, beautiful setup by Fairy, and now it's only a 1-goal lead with less than a minute to go. That was well played. The last touch here to put that over Scrub. Well done. Beautiful angle of his own card there. Total mastery of the Batmobile in the air. And he's trying to bring this into overtime. He does not want to concede the third point for Scrub. Scrub going up here. It's a bit of an awkward spot. Fairy winning that challenge, but he's not going to be able to get the angle to punish. Now Scrub getting the boost. This could be dangerous. Fairy getting the flick top right corner. He knew he had a lot of boost. Scrub maybe not evaluating correctly the amount of boost that Fairy had, going for the 100, trying to go for the challenge, but it's not quick enough. We now have a silver goal. Fairy Peak came back from that 2-goal deficit. 40 seconds to go. He's winning the kickoff now. Any player can pull ahead, and the winner of this one will be on match point. Tournament point. Fairy Peak scores. Now he's in the lead. He will try to do what he did in the first and second game. We'll try to get the win. Beautiful angle here. The flick from the corner. 30 seconds to go. This is so stressful. Quick reminder, the winner gets 2,000. Second one gets 1.4. Scrub taking his time. He's gonna go once again with his strat, getting the ball over, getting the bump, but this time the ball does not go in. First time this strategy did not work. He was able to get the opponent, but not able to get the angle for the shot. 10 seconds to go. Fairy will keep possession. He's gonna go with the clear, actually. Now 4 seconds. Scrub needs a miracle. He needs to beat Fairy. He's able to. Can he get under the ball? But no, the setup was a bit too fast. Win going to Fairy Peak. And we're now on match point, tournament point. This is incredible. We have one of the highest skilled players in this community. 1v1. Mostly organized by Coach Hamzy and Smoots. I am your host, Classic. We're going into that match point, into that tournament point, and let's see if Fairy Peak can win the whole tournament and actually get this over. Now Scrub desperately need this one. Beautiful angle from Fairy, but it's going to be too high. It's going to go crossbar. Scrub going into the corner. A bit of fight in the blue box. Scrub will try to get the shot there, but it's going to be blocked by Fairy Peak beforehand. Now, a lot of back and forth between those two players. No one actually pulling ahead. Now Scrub passing that into his own corner. Fairy still in possession. Scrub cannot get the half flip that he wanted. Beautifully done by Fairy. Taking his time, waiting to see what Scrub did, and as soon as he saw the rebound, that was a goal. He had enough boost to get a wraparound, and the first goal goes into the French player's favor. 27 into the last, possibly the last game. Now, another quick second goal. Last time this happened, Fairy won by an enormous margin of goals. Now he's going to try to do the same. He wants to win this Community Cup. 4:28 to go in a strong 2-goal lead. Rob winning that kickoff, will try to get there, but Fairy keeps possession into his own corner. Ball a bit in an awkward spot for Scrub. Fairy winning that challenge, will go for the center boost. Meanwhile, Scrub gets his own. Beautiful angle for Fairy, but it's been read by Scrub. Fairy goes for the shot, but it's going to be easily saved by Scrub. Now Scrub with the counter attack, the quick shot, and it's going to be enough. When you're able to get a quick save followed by the quick, powerful shot, more often than not, it's enough. There's no time for the Batmobile to get back to his own net, and it's now a 1-goal game. Kickoff won by Fairy Peak, actually. Fairy Peak trying to beat Scrub right here. Will try to play this slow. He does not have a lot of boost. He knows that is extremely risky. Now he needs to rotate quickly, but Scrub will get the shot. It's a bit too wide the first time, so he gets the rebound without any sweat. It's now back to silver territory. This could not be closer. It's possibly the last game if Fairy wins this one. This is crucial for both players, especially Scrub, who has his back against the wall into that match and tournament point. Now Scrub getting the read on that rebound. Fairy probably not expecting this hard bounce from the corner, going for boost and not able to get there in time. Beautiful angle from Scrub here, going in the lead for the first time in this game. This is definitely slower than the second game we had, but it's still a high-scoring one. Fairy with a pass to himself. This is extremely risky. He jumps, a bit of panic, but he's able to read Scrub's shot. Will he be rewarded? Scrub with the save. Now a lot of boost. Will try to set this up for himself. Fairy just trying to buy time, trying to get into shadowing position, getting a bit of boost. This ball is hovering over the blue box. Is he able to get the angle? Scrub going up. Ball still in the blue box. But the Fairy Peak not able to get the powerful flick to get the shot. It's going to be won by Scrub, who takes both boosts. Now Fairy, though, with 47. That's plenty enough. Scrub with the missed shot here. This could be very dangerous. Fairy going up. Going to be read by Scrub. A lot of back and forth between those two players. Not a lot of goals happening recently. Fairy Peak getting the easy save here. The setup to himself. Will shoot that. on Scrub's backboard. Scrub having trouble to read that, but he's actually going to be able to. Now Fairy Peak keeping possession into his own zone. The bounce will be awkward for him, though he's able to read it. Beating Scrub. Can he get the speed that he needs to get this one? He's not able to. Scrub is too fast, and he's able to get a second touch that he needs here. 2-goal lead now for the young player. Fairy Peak trying to make a play happen here, but just not able to read this correctly. Scrub getting the 50-50 into his favor, winning with our lovely Octane. And it's now 2-goal to go for Fairy if he wants to bring that into overtime and if he wants to not play a 6th game. Scrub with a lot of boost, we'll put that high. Fairy Peak challenging that, trying to get a second touch here, taking his time. We'll go for the ground pinch. It's going to be won by Scrub on that 50-50. Now Scrub the setup to himself. Not going to be able to read the backward correctly though. Very risky play, but it pays off. And he get the quick shot. It's going to be saved by Scrubkilla. Now Fairy misses the 100 boost. It's going to be a bit awkward for him. Good clear. He's both players being very patient, and it pays off for Scrub as he just waited for Fairy Peak to come at him. Uses all the patience in the world and wins that without even touching it into that 50-50 3-goal lead. This is getting harder and harder for the French player to get this tournament win. And now the kickoff going straight to Scrub. 4-goal lead, 3 times the amount of goal of his opponent. This is so difficult for Fairy Peak right now. He looked so strong in the games that he won, but in this one, it's all about Scrubkilla. Kickoff going into favor of Fairy Peak. Keeping possession here. We'll try to go towards Scrub's corner, but it's going to be easily saved and easily punished by Scrub here. Total misplay by Fairy Peak here. Probably try to get over Scrub's head, but it did not work at all. And it's now a 5-goal lead, 7 against 2. 123 to go. Fairy needs to roll up his sleeve and brings us the amount of quick goals that he did into the second game. We know he's able to do them. He needs to pull it off right now. Now the 50-50 going to favor of Scrub. Getting another quick shot, and it's going to be 8-2. This is looking darker and darker for Fairy Peak. We have a high probability of going to the last game, the very last one, which I'm sure everyone wants, because watching Fairy Peak against Scrubkilla is a delight. Fairy Peak getting the boost here, winning against Scrub. Will go up, will get the angle, and this is now doable. 20 seconds per goal, if my maths are correct. Who cares? Maths are hard. He needs 5 in 1 minute. Fairy Peak needs to pull this if he wants to win right now. Otherwise, he'll have to go to the last match. Fairy Peak on the wall, being patient. We'll try to get the angle there, but it's going to be blocked by Scrubs. Will Scrub be able to punish? Taking his time, getting to an angle that he usually loves. Scrub going up, will try to get the shot. Beautiful placement, but it's a bit too high. The post does not want that. Now the couple bumps against Fairy, will that be enough? No, because he was able to manage the big boost. Now the shot. Scrub is able to get the save, showing us his beautiful equalizer trail. Ball offering for Scrub into the center. 20 seconds to go. This looks impossible for Fairy Peak. We will be going into a 6th game, into that best of 7. Quick reminder, Scrubkilla had a win because he was coming from the winners. There's no bracket reset. It's a new format that we're trying today. And this will be our last game for this EU Community Cup. $4,000 prize pool. I am your host, Classic, and I just want to remind you that tonight there will be the North American bracket for that community tournament. Right now we are on EU. We had almost all the tournament now for EU done, missing only the last game. And then we will have the North American tournament. Last game of the day for EU. Tournament point. Scrub tied up with Fairy Peak. Both players wanting this win. The fight for the #1 seed between those two players is probably now Scrub with the control on the wall. Fairy Peak taking his time into his own corner. Ball overing center, but Scrub will take his sweet time into his own corner, grabbing the boost, 100 boost. He will go with a dribble. Will he get that over Fairy Peaks? Once again, he tries to get it up and tries to go for the opponent, but this time it does not go in. Fairy Peak is starting to read those. Fairy with the shot. Gonna be blocked by Scrub, who takes a lot of time here. Taking his time. We'll go for the self setup. We'll take the boost. Now Fairy is a bit in panic mode. Not a lot of boost. We'll try to get some pads. A slow game right now. No goals being scored in the first minute. I think that's a first for this matchup. 3:50 to go. Still no goals. Both players taking their time, knowing how important this match is. Scrub taking his time, making sure Fairy cannot build any kind of plays. Fairy going for the boost here. Scrub beating him to the ball, and this is awkward for Fairy. Still 46, but he knows Scrub took the full boost. Now Fairy being patient, letting Scrub get the boost. Tries to get the angle for the save. He's able to. Now Scrub with the second shot. It's a bit too wide. But Fairy with no boost. Can he punish that? Getting the last touch here. Well played by Fairy. And after a 1 minute 46 of no goals, Fairy Peak pulls ahead for the last game. The tournament winning one. 3:40 to go. And the French player is in the lead. Most of the games have been started with a quick 2 goals by Fairy Peak, and this match does not differ. Great kickoff won by Fairy, and now that is huge for momentum. Going off last game, losing against Scrub. He's now starting 2-0 with 309. This is great for Fairy. Fairy once again wins the kickoff. Taking his sweet time, but Scrub reads him, and this should turn out into a goal unless he cannot get the angle, but you know how mechanically skilled Scrubkilla is. He does not miss those. That 50-50 going into his favor, and the easy read off the backboard here, making that 2-goal deficit into a single one. We are approaching half the game. Meanwhile, Fairy Peak is still in the lead, but a quick kickoff here by Scrub could change that. Now Fairy going for the control there. Will go for the last touch, but it's going to be blocked by Scrub. Fairy trying to put that into the right wall. Both players facing each other, taking their time. Scrub with the control. It's going to be blocked by Fairy, but this is so dangerous. The power shot by Scrub, and it's enough to bring that to a 2-2 game. That was well done by Scrub. Sadly for Fairy, that 50-50 does not go into his favor at all, and it's now a tied up game once again with almost half the game done. This is crucial. 2 of the most skilled players of the world facing off into that 1v1 Community Cup. Who can claim the victory? And now the 50-50 going into favor of Fairy Peak. Scrub not able to get that last second save, even though it was very close. The 50-50 was just too much for Scrub to handle. Passing to the post into himself. This will be the 3rd goal, giving Fairy Peaks a nice hat trick. Now another kickoff won by Fairy Peak. He seems to win a lot of them. Now the shot, a bit too wide. Scrub with the save. Fairy with the flick with the Batmobile. Is that enough to make a goal? And he sure will convert that. 4-2. Now another 2-goal lead. We know Scrub is able to bring back those though. He did it countless times into this tournament, and this could not be a better final. Scrub getting to the finals with clean sweeps across the board. But this one, Fairy Peak, making it so hard for the young player to get the win. He wants to get the #1 seed. Now Fairy with the shot here, and it's going to be enough. Scrub with a slight rotational mistake here. Probably try to go into the corner, get the boost that is not there, and then Fairy has an open net. 3-goal lead with 3 minutes past. This is looking difficult for Scrubkilla, and another kickoff into favor of Fairy Peak. A majority of Scrub's goal in the other series were kickoff goals, but Fairy is giving him a much harder time with those. Every second that pass is great for Fairy. Now Scrub with the open net though. Slight mistouch from Fairy here, giving all the space in the world to Scrub, who will bring this back to a 2-goal deficit, trying desperately to get 5 goals for himself, trying to at least bring that in OT, and that kickoff is won by Fairy, who gets a quick half volley shot. It's going to be saved by Scrub though. Beautiful save. And meanwhile, Fairy does not get the 100% boost. This is bad for Fairy, but Scrub is not able to get the flick. Maybe the nerves are getting in right now. Scrub missing a flick he's not used to miss. Fairy gets the easy counterattack here, and it's now 6-3 with 1:20 to go. This is absolutely delightful for Fairy Peak. He wants to keep that comfortable lead. Scrub will need to be more aggressive. He will need to push into riskier plays, which will either pay off or we will see the goal deficit be bigger. Now, Fairy getting in the way of Scrub multiple times, making sure he's not able to recover, not able to rotate quickly enough. And a beautiful shot here. This will be 4 goals in 1-11 for Scrub. If he wants to bring that into overtime, this is looking very grim. 1 minute to go. Both players facing each other. Scrub going up, trying to go for the fancy plays, trying to be a bit more aggressive as he needs to. Less than a minute to go and 4 goals to score. This is going to be difficult. Now Scrub with a beautiful control, though he's going to get the rebound off of that crossbar, which did not go in initially. That was well done by Scrub. Difficult for Fairy to do anything, as he probably thought it was initially in, and that 50-50 is just won by Scrub's Octane. And now it's 3 goals in 50. It's absolutely possible. Kickoff once again won by Fairy. Will he be able to put that into an 8th goal? Ball over ring. Center. Scrub not able to get the wave dash he wanted. And this will be awful. Fairy Peak with double the amount of goals of his opponent with only 37 seconds. Scrub needs a miracle. He needs to pull out a Fairy Peak 1 goal every 10 seconds. This will be extremely difficult, and another kickoff won by Fairy Peak. This is looking so bad for Scrub. So many kickoff won by Fairy Peak. I swear, he's the only player who's able to take that many kickoff against Scrub, and he's able to convert them. Like I said, winning them is not enough. You gotta score them. Now 5 goals in 33 seconds. I want to see it happen, guys. I want to see a miracle. 28 seconds though. Fairy Peak with the control will try to keep possession, trying to get that angle, but he's not able to. Now Scrub needs a quick goal, but a 50-50 going in favor of Fairy. 17 seconds to go. This looked almost impossible. 10, 4, 15 seconds. This will simply be impossible for Scrub. Like I said last game, when you're losing, you tend to play riskier, because not only do you have to score, you have to score quickly because the clock runs down. Playing riskier means you either get rewarded or extremely punished. And now Scrub bringing that to a 5-10, a goal every 2 seconds. Do you guys believe it could happen? This is looking very bad for Scrub. I want to believe though. I want to believe. Quick reminder, the winner of this match wins the tournament, wins $2,000 in this EU Community Cup. This will be great. This tournament was created with the purpose of getting a bit more cash into the pocket of the players and helping smaller streamers like myself, Jimmers, and Dub. The winner is Fairy Peak. He won the whole tournament. Welcome to our champion, Fairy Peak. That was extremely well done. Convincing wins by Fairy Peak. That was such a great... That was just such a great community tournament. I want to thank everyone who put that together. That was a bit last minute. I want to apologize for any technical difficulties that we had. I am your host, Classic. I had a ton of fun casting this 1v1 tournament. Now it's going to be over for the EU side of things. NA will start later, though. I want to say thank you to everyone who showed up. I want to say thank you to all the players who went here, participated into that community cup. That was a blast to cast. I am Classic, and I hope to see you next time. I hope you guys are hyped for tonight's NA bracket, for RLRS tomorrow and RLCS this weekend. I love you all, and peace out.